I'm just bitching about politics in the sense that there's supposed to be a separation of church from state. That's fucking bullshit. Granted, I don't believe in God, but I'm not saying I deny the fact of the existence of God. He does believe in God. Yet, you've got Jews, not even Muslims, but you've got mainly Jews bitching about having to say one nation under God. You got Jews bitching about not even fucking Muslims.
That is a part of the Pledge of Allegiance that was made hundreds of years ago.
Back when the country was founded on religion.
We were founded by the Pilgrims, Puritans, shit like that. It was a religious-based place. So, I don't care what religion you are. It's a part of American history. You're not going to get it taken out. It shouldn't be taken out.
What I really fucking hate. I'm not saying I endorse the thought of evolution or Big Bang Theory as opposed to Adam and Eve or whatever from church.
Okay.
I'm not saying I favor to any of them because I don't know what I believe. But the fact that the fucking churches are making such a big uproar about having evolution in books, it's happened like 2-3 years back. They had to put a warning label or some sort of an announcement, a disclaimer, if you will, in the beginning of every science book that talked about evolution, saying evolution is simply a theory. It is not proven, only studied, only hypothetical, not true.
Well, it's
because the fucking religion was all up in arms, saying, "Oh, why don't you teach religion in school?
Yeah, there's
or
a big,
private school."
There's a big what's the word I'm looking for? There's a big debate over creationism over evolution, but one's a science and one's a religion. If you want to teach science, that's fine. You can also teach the religion. There's churches that'll teach creationism over evolution. No big deal.
So private schools, big fucking deal.
It don't matter. I mean, I believe in the Adam and Eve version, but why can't there be evolution as well? Don't know.
Why couldn't Adam and Eve have been evolved from apes?
Well, you know, it's just different people have different opinions about stuff. Science over religion is always going to have problems. Because your scientists...
No, not just science over religion, just science versus religion.
Yeah, because your scientists are always going to debate the religious aspects of things.
And here's proof.
You
scientists do tests, like the whole matter-antimatter collision thing, energy, Big Bang, blah, 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 blah. Here's my proof. You got religion, oh, but here it is written in the book, and there's
belief.
Like...
It's belief and
right.
Faith, yeah.
And
I have that.
But that's the same thing. That's the same thing with science, though. They believe, they have faith in what their tests are. Exactly. That's true. But it's the exact same shit with fucking religion. That's why I really don't get why. Not necessarily can we all get along, but how can you guys just shut the fuck up and only care about your own things?
It's just how it is.
People are stubborn. People are judgmental. Even in the fucking book, you're not supposed to judge. Do unto others if you haven't done to you, or don't judge others if you judgment to God. You're gonna be judged because you judged. You don't judge, you don't get as judged.
He without sin shall cast the first stone. Stuff like that, but it's just the way it is. I mean, you're never going to have a happy world because everyone has their own opinions on things. I mean, like me, I have my own opinions on things. You may disagree, and I know you disagree.
Well, I don't necessarily disagree, but I contend. I contend the fact.
But that's just the way it is. I mean,
only because I simply can't believe something I read in a book. But I can't believe something that's written on a piece of paper that said somebody's test and how they did it. I don't believe either one. I'd have to do it myself or see it for myself in order for me to believe it. That's just me. With you can read a book, or you can listen to a preacher, or you can do whatever you want to do.
I have faith, and that faith is what keeps me sane.
My music is what keeps me sane, but that's a completely different topic.
But I know religion is a tough subject, and I know we're gonna get some comments on this, but religion is
we're
a tough
going to
subject.
get lots and lots of comments because here's the kicker. Here's the funniest shit part. You didn't even know this. I'm gonna let you know now. When we're done with this video, I'm actually going to church with one of our friends from high school. I'm actually going to church with them.
Huh.
Yep.
Well,
yep.
It's just
because I'm open to the fact. I'm not saying I'm going to go to church because they've got the book to tell me. I'm not going to go to some Scientology church because they're telling me here's our proof. I'm going to study each and everything to see what I personally believe in, or if I want to make a mixture of them both or whatever.
Well, that's even the fact with Christianity. Just with the Christianity, there are different types of religion who have different types of beliefs within the Christianity structure.
Oh yeah.
And that's why you have different religions. You got your Methodists, you got your Baptists, and you got different Bibles for each different religion, saying Baptists saying you're going to go to hell if you don't follow each commandment, and if you don't get baptized, and if you don't do this,
Same
and
thing
you
with
don't do that.
Same
So
thing
many
with
rules.
Catholicism.
Catholicism has the same thing. If you don't follow their rules, they're saying you're going to go to hell.
And then you got now we're gonna go to Jews, or the Jewish, the
Well,
Hebrews.
yeah, Judaism doesn't even believe that the Savior has come.
Not just that, but no, they believe he came once because no, it's,
They don't
it's,
believe
it's so-
Jesus was their Savior.
well, the Jews don't think that,
Yeah.
but the Catholics do.
Exactly.
The
Different
Jews don't
religions.
believe that Jesus was their savior, but the Catholics do believe that Jesus was the Jewish Messiah. Christianity and Catholicism were based off of him by some other people, by his followers. He did not make Christianity, he did not make Catholicism.
Well,
They
he
made it
is-
based off of him.
He is.
If you believe that he even existed.
He is what you believe. He is, well, in Christianity, Christianity comes from Christ. So without Christ, there would be no Christianity. That's why he is the religion. Him, God, and
But they
the Holy
based it
Spirit.
off of him. He didn't come and say, I am Jesus Christ, I'm here to talk about Christianity. They said, I was with this guy, Jesus Christ, this nigga, this nigga, this nigga. You feel me? So we created our own religion called Christianity. Maybe we word it a little bit differently, but
Yeah.
you feel me?
But yeah, that's just every religion has their different beliefs, and no one's really going to get along because
Jews can't eat meat on Fridays or some shit?
because no one really something like
Well,
they can't eat
they
pork
can eat
and
pork.
shit. I don't know about the Jewish religion, but no one's ever going to get along because everyone has their own different beliefs, and people don't agree with these beliefs, so they're going to fight these people. That's what's going on over there across the seas. They have their beliefs. These other people have their beliefs, and because they don't agree with each other's beliefs, that's why they're fighting. Until someone.
That's where we come back to government. That's how we come back to politics. Fucking North Korea and America, or China and North Korea, and North Korea versus the world.
Mhm.
Everybody that's against North Korea is not, more or less democratic.
Okay.
North Korea is still communist.
Okay.
That's us pushing our beliefs that they need to become diplomatic. That's them pushing their beliefs you need to fuck off because I'm communist. It's the exact same thing.
It's all about belief structure, I guess. But
It all depends on if you believe
Even-
one should rule or numerous should rule.
even with these wars that are going on, these wars have been going on for years over there.
Hundreds of
Thousands
years.
of years.
Hundreds of thousands.
And us, America, Mr. Bush thinks that we can intervene and try and finish this all off. Even though they've been fighting for thousands of years, he thinks he can stop. And that's why we're never going to win this war, and that's why I think we need to pull out before it gets too bad. But we can't pull out right away, otherwise they might find us weak.
And then comes all hell from other countries.
So we gotta
like
do
Iran's
it.
gonna come and be like, Iraq, look at what America did. They come in, they destroy your land, and they just leave you. You need to rebel against them. Come with us, and then
And that's
them in
where
North
World
Korea.
War III comes.
I
And that's
hope.
why
If
they
you
gotta-
believe in some other shit, it would be like more like World War V. Like our mothers getting pissed in World War III, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just if you believe in that.
Well, it's just shit like that that kind of pisses me off. They did the same thing in Vietnam. They were fighting before we got there.
Mhm.
Then we
The Viet
intervened.
Cong and the
We lost
Yeah.
because we got into their civil war.
It was a tie. You okay? Some Vietnam vets. We didn't lose Vietnam. What did you do? You didn't win. No, but we didn't lose. It was a tie.
No, but
It was
we
a
got
tie.
we got in the middle of their own civil war, and guess what? We lost. And that's
We did.
I think that's going to happen again if we keep fighting over there, because we're never going to win, because it's a religious war. They're holy wars that are never going to end.
That's
No
like,
one's ever going to end. No one's ever going to be happy with this.
No, it's like Israel and who?
Israel and I don't know.
Israel and some other
They're
country, I
all-
can't remember now. Constantly fucking fighting back and forth
Oh, yeah.
because you got the Jews and the Muslims going.
Yeah, that's how it's always going to be. And there's no
George
stopping
Bush,
it. I mean,
thankfully he's out of fucking office.
Bush isn't going to stop it. Obama isn't going to stop it. It's
No,
just-
Obama, no, he's already started the withdrawal.
he's
He
trying
started.
to get out. I know
Yeah,
that
no,
much.
no, McCain never would. He said it'll take 20 years, 200 years, 100 years, it doesn't matter. We'll get it done, alright. It's pretty, almost exactly like how he said it. He's like, you gotta get done. Doesn't matter if it takes 2 years, 20 years, or 2,000 years. We gotta do it. It's gotta be done.
So
We can't
America's
withdraw.
going to be at war for 200 years over something we don't. That
That's what
wasn't even
McCain
our
would have done.
problem.
That's what McCain would have done. He said in one of his town hall meeting things. But
Oh, well.
thankfully, George Bush is out. McCain didn't get in. I can really care less about fucking Barack Obama. He pisses me off on a whole different 5 other topics. But George Bush, if you're gonna stay doing anything kind of fucking governmental, get that shit out of your head about trying to stay in fucking Iraq. And thinking you can end all the fucking wars in the world
No.
because you run America.
It's just not going to happen. I mean, if you got in a war with someone over oil or something, maybe you could win, maybe you couldn't, because that is
that was Iraq.
that is a precious
Different
material, shit like that. You could win or lose that.
I,
but-
George W. Bush, know the alphabet. OIL.